Hey there, Griff Hamlin here from Blues Guitar Unleashed. Welcome. Thanks for joining me today. In today's video, we're going to build upon the house pattern that we talked about in a previous video. Hopefully you saw that. The house pattern, again, in case for some reason you forgot, it's pretty straightforward. We have a root on the second string. So in our case, we're playing a blues in A, so we have a root. We have a 6 below it, a 2 above it, and a 4 and 5 above it. And as I mentioned yesterday or in that previous video, I always like to think in terms of the scale degree. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 notes out of a scale. These are, by the way, not intervals. They are notes. An interval requires 2 notes, a beginning and an end. This is a scale degree. Okay, so because of the fact that we can move this around, I could put it anywhere. Right, so I tend to think more in terms of root or 6 or 2 or 4 or 5 because those are the notes we have to work with. So today I have a lick for you from that pattern. This is one of my favorite licks, and I'm going to show you not only the lick but a couple of things you can do with it that I think you'll have some fun with. So we're going to start on that 6, and you'll notice that this is kind of a pickup. It starts on the of 3. I count 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So we have on the of 3, we have that 6, and then we have the root on beat 4. That's a really common way to start a lot of these licks. On beat 1, I'm bending the 2 up to the major third, so that's that full step bend. Of course, if it was the 4 or the 5 chord, I would bend it a half step, and I'd get the minor third, right? That's how we kind of differentiate between the sounds. So in this case, beat 1, I'm going to bend it up a full step. Beat 2, I'm going to bend it up a full step. On the of 3, I'm going to hit that 6 again. And on 4 and I'm going to hit that root. I'm going to hold it across beat 1. And the last note on the of 1 of the last bar there is going to be the 6. However, this is one of those places where it's kind of fun to maybe change it. Maybe use the 2 instead. And you may have heard as I was playing it that I did sometimes use the 2 and I sometimes use the 6. It just gives you a little bit of variety and a little bit to play with right off the bat. So if I play this whole lick nice and slow, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. One more time, and this time I'm going to use the 12th fret, right? The 2 at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Slightly different, no less cool, just a slightly different sound. Okay, now, as always, the first thing you have to do is you have to be able to memorize those notes when they happen. This is the whole count out loud thing that, again, I talk about all the time. I'm going to try not to make a big deal out of it right here, but it's really hard for me to do. Please count out loud. If you don't know what those eighth notes are, how to count the tie, any of that stuff, don't worry about it. If you do what I do and you say what I say, everything will work out just fine. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And if you can do that by memory, you've got it. You're good. Okay. What you want to get away from the tab as soon as you possibly can, right? So make sure that you can do that by memory. Then you want to get it up to a comfortable tempo. That just takes a little practice. For some people, that's going to take 10 or 15 minutes. For some people, that might take a day or 2. I don't know. It just depends on where you're at now, how comfortable you are with counting and playing this kind of thing. So something like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, right? Stuff like nice and simple, and it should feel easy. If you feel super stressed out about it, just keep playing it, right? And then what we want to do is we want to get to the point where we can play it along with the jam track. So here's the jam track. Try it with me if you got it. A 1, 2, 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3, a 4, a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 1. Minor there. So I only do the half step bend. 1, 2, 3, minor. This will be major. And as always with this stuff, you've really got to keep your listening ears on, because there will be times when you start the lick, okay, it might be the 1 chord, but by the time you actually get to the bend, the 4 chord or the 5 chord is there, and you need to alter that bend and do the shallow half step bend instead of the full step bend. Again, this is something we talked about in the previous video. Hopefully you saw that. But this is a great lick you can use. You can easily play through an entire 12-bar form with this idea. It's not very long. It doesn't have a ton of notes. It should fit right in your wheelhouse, I hope. So please take some time with that and play with that today. And as always, I'm Griff Hamlin from Blues Guitar Unleashed. I will leave the jam track near this video. I will leave a PDF of the lick itself in case you want to if you want to print it out and write down the count. There's no shame in that. Absolutely go for it. Take care, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.